We are. So I've got one over here, yes, sir, and then one.
John Kennedy, member Chatham House. Mr. President, you mentioned in your speech membership of the Commonwealth. I wonder if you could tell us what the Gambia's position is on the succession to the head of the Commonwealth.
Okay, you want me to come
in? Yeah,
sure. Okay, I was waiting for you. Thank you very much. I think the success of the Commonwealth is very important to the Gambia. If you talk about the Commonwealth, you are talking about 53 countries globally. And these 53 countries, they have the same background, the same basically culture. We all speak English. And it's within the British Empire. I think a successful Commonwealth will cement us together, these 53 countries, and also it will open dialogue between these countries, and at the bilateral level, it will connect us. I think a successful Commonwealth is very important for Gambia. This is our question.
And then we've got some actually questions getting live streamed, I think, from. Yeah, sorry, let me take. Just want to take some questions from the Gambia.
I've got. Yeah, it's Alex Vines from Chatham House here. We've had some questions in from the Gambia. There's a group of students from Coventry University who are in Gambia at the moment, about 25 of them. And they've asked this following question. Many of the organisations that we've been talking to are concerned about the position of returning migrants. Mr. President, how would your government address the factors such as employment opportunities? We've had a number of other questions similarly asking about reintegration of migrants, basically. So how would you reintegrate and provide opportunity for them? Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think this is a question that is on my table every day. About returning migrants. I think there is a lot of misunderstanding about this migration and so forth. European countries feel that some of them don't have papers in those countries. And I think Europe is also overloaded by migration. That being the case, it has become a burden for Europe. And now they are looking for ways of returning them back home. I used to live in England myself. When I was in England in 2006, I decided to go back home. My friends, all of them were saying, no, you cannot go back home. A lot of uncertainties in the Gambia, dictatorship. Everybody is suffering. You cannot go back. My family, everybody said, no, you cannot come back. But I was committed to going back home for one simple reason. We have to change the mindset. My belief was, if you are here in England, as a foreigner, you are limited. If you are in your country, there is no limitation. That was my belief. And if you are in your country, and you are innovative, you are creative, you can create something for yourself that can earn you more money than if you are in Europe. When I got home, everybody was like, wow, why did you come back home? I created something for myself. I didn't seek for employment. I started a small business, real estate, property management. My office was 3 meters and 3.5 meters. Like, that was the size of my office when I started. But because of I have that self-belief that I can succeed in my country, along the way, in 5 years or 6 years, I have everything basically, until I have my own headquarters, also. From that business, that's why people trusted me to voted me as president today. So let us have the mindset. Let our people have that kind of self-belief, knowing that if you are home, you are not limited. But the government of the Gambia is engaging with the European Union, because this is a global problem, so that we have a global solution.
Thank you. Yeah, some more hands going up. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Your Excellency, thank you for the beautiful lecture. I'm a stakeholder in the Gambia. I used to live in the Gambia. I'm not a Gambian. I'm from the Leiden University. But I'm interested in the plight of the lesbians and gays in your country. We know that the man of yesteryears was one of the most homophobic presidents in Africa. And people have said to me that there is no LGBTI community in the Gambia. And I said no, because I used to live there. I know. Now, the LGBTI community, that's the lesbians and gays and bisexuals. And you have said that the direction of your country, now you mentioned cohesion, carrying everybody along, and transitional justice. So I'm wondering whether you have concrete plans for these marginalized group in your country. Thank you.
Well, I've answered this question in my country. I think this is the third time they ask me the same question. I think we have pertinent issues. We have very important issues. We have pressing issues in the Gambia today that are very, very important. Because this gay and lesbian thing is not very significant as far as the Gambia is concerned. You cannot even pinpoint anybody to say this is a lesbian or whatever. It's not a big issue in the Gambia. Because this is the way we see it. We believe in those principles, and we are even we are bringing in very, very good laws to favor everybody in that country. That is equality. This is the way we are thinking.
Yes, ma'am.